Now in Good Morning Northwest, a toddler poisoned by fentanyl in Spokane Valley. His mother is facing charges. And this morning, what we've learned about how it happened and who called for help.
We are waking up to snow and have multiple weather alerts to tell you about. I'll tell you how the snow will impact your neighborhood coming up.
And President Trump's trade showdown while there is a pause on Mexico and Canada tariffs. The extra tax on China went into effect overnight. We're looking into the end goal and the fallout. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. So glad you're with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Tuesday, February 4th. Welcome to it. Let's start things off with Allison Martinez, who is in for Mark this morning, tracking all this fun snow we're waking up to. Allison, it definitely feels like winter out there.
Oh, for sure. We are putting our winter driving skills to the test today and for the next couple of days. We have some winter alerts. These will be in place at least until tomorrow morning. We're expecting 2 to 5 inches in the valleys and 6 to 10 inches in the mountains. So pretty much wherever you are throughout the inland Northwest, you will be impacted by this. Now, we also have a first alert weather alert day in place because of sub-zero wind chill. So this is completely separate from the snow that we're expecting. This is for the North Idaho Panhandle, and it's in place specifically this morning. So areas around Bonners Ferry and Sandpoint, it's going to feel especially chilly out there. So we've been preparing and dressing for the cold temperatures, but this truly is going to feel next level. And this isn't because of how quickly the winds are moving. It's because of the cold air that's being pulled into our area from the north and the northeast, making things especially chilly. 4 things to know. We've got that alert for wind chill. Specifically this morning, we have a winter weather advisory because of the moderate snowfall that we're expecting and how it will impact your morning commute. We're expecting moderate accumulations and a chilly week ahead. So we have temperatures at least 5 to 10 degrees cooler than our normal for this time of year, and they're going to continue into next week. We'll tell you about the conditions you can expect coming up.
Allison, thanks. Spokane City Council passed 2 ordinances with hopes it'll make downtown safer.
Both passed unanimously at last night's meeting. One ordinance bans the sale of personal alcohol containers like shot bottles or tall boys after midnight. The other establishes a community health impact area and bans the sale of pipes, foil, and other drug paraphernalia unless the store also provides free Narcan. Both ordinances will be voluntary for a 6-month trial period, at which point the city will then present the findings to the state liquor and cannabis board. To read more about Spokane's history with these types of ordinances and the relating data, find the story. It's up right now on KXLY.com. This morning, all imported goods from China face a new 10% tax after tariffs ordered by President Trump went into effect at midnight.
It comes after the president postponed his order to impose tariffs on goods from Mexico and Canada for a month. Economists say tariffs on Chinese goods could make online shopping more expensive. President Trump says this is just the start and that he wants to make a deal with China. Hannah Joy is the breaking now desk. Hannah, what did China do in response to the tariffs?
Robin, China put a 15% tariff on U.S. coal and natural gas products. In the coming days, Trump hopes to make a deal with China similar to the one he made with Mexico and Canada yesterday. The president agreed to postpone a 25% tariff if both countries would help crack down on immigration. In fact, Mexico's president plans to send extra help at the border.
She did agree to 10,000 soldiers on the border. I would say that's a lot.
Her goal is to help tackle illegal immigration and the flow of fentanyl in the U.S. The Prime Minister of Canada has also agreed to implement a border plan. For both countries, if another deal is not reached, tariffs will go into effect on March 4th, but it's still unclear how much prices of goods in the U.S. will rise. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Investigators are looking into the cause of a house fire that sent a North Spokane woman to the hospital. That fire happened in the area of North Belt and West Jackson near Audubon Elementary School yesterday afternoon. The woman and 2 children made it outside before firefighters arrived, but the woman was hospitalized with serious injuries. It is not clear what those injuries are. Most of the damage is on the first floor of the home. Firefighters say there were also pets inside. They did not tell us whether they made it out safely.
The father of a toddler who was exposed to fentanyl after deputies say his mother left a spoon out with residue of the drug on it says the boy's mom was a good mom before getting into substance abuse. Michaela Cameron was arrested Saturday morning after calling for help for the boy. Now, according to court documents, when deputies arrived, she was in a hotel room on Argonne near I-90 holding the toddler. Deputies said the toddler was lethargic and unresponsive. Cameron told deputies she had given the boy 2 doses of Narcan after she saw him holding a spoon that was left out with fentanyl residue on it. Now, during the investigation, one of the deputies had to be taken to the hospital for fentanyl exposure. We've not been told how the toddler is doing today.
The man accused of killing a 13-year-old boy in Hilliard is expected back in a Spokane County courtroom Thursday for arraignment. Glenn Dylan Berkey faced a Spokane County judge for the first time yesterday, charged with second-degree murder, drive-by shooting, and second-degree assault for the death of 13-year-old Gavin Looper. Police brought Berkey back to Spokane last week from Missoula, where he was arrested.
Must not have any contact with any witness listed in the probable cause affidavit, and no use or no possession of any firearms or dangerous weapons. And you must timely appear for all court dates.
Berkey is being held on a $3 million bond. Some people are expressing fears and concerns over President Trump's promise to deport millions of illegal immigrants.
Spokane Mayor Lisa Brown says ICE and Border Patrol do not tell local police what they're doing, so the city doesn't know if immigration arrests have increased within our city limits. An immigration attorney with the local nonprofit Manzanita House says it's important that everyone knows, no matter their immigration status, they have rights they can use if they're stopped by an immigration officer. They even have cards that people can use that list those rights.
You can say, I wish to remain silent, or if you have a card that says that in English, you can show that to the individual. You really you're not required to share any particular information, including about immigration status, which country you were born in, where you live. There's no compulsion to share any of that information.
Now, if you are a U.S. citizen, Sam Smith, who you just heard from there, says it doesn't hurt to carry your passport with you to prove your citizenship, but it's not required. Now, for a list of resources, you can head to our website, KXLY.com.
This week in Spokane, you can put your green food and yard waste bin on the curb for pickup on your collection day. It'll be the last monthly pickup for the winter. Then the normal weekly green bin collection will start back up in March. So, pizza boxes, that's a big thing that ends up in my green bin because, if it's got any kind of food stuff on it, it can't go into the recycle. Pitch it in the green bin.
One that I feel like people forget about a lot. So
yeah, that's your reminder.
Robin's tip for today.
Yeah, there you go. It's now 7 minutes after 6 o'clock.
Checking back in with Allison Martinez. I know we got to think of those winter driving tips today as we're heading up the road.
That's my tip for today. Give yourself so much extra time. Just save yourself the headache. Take it slow out there. This is a live look at Hayden. We've got snow covering roads pretty much everywhere in the inland Northwest. We'll tell you how the snow will impact the rest of your day coming up.
The earth is rumbling in a global vacation hotspot. Coming up, how many people who live on Santorini are getting off the island?
And the tariff tit for tat that's shaking up stocks. The turbulence on Wall Street. That's coming up just ahead here on Good Morning Northwest.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Planning a trip to 49 degrees north? Make Mistaqua Casino Hotel your home base for an unforgettable ski, stay, and play experience. Store your gear securely in our convenient ski lockers. And after a day on the slopes, relax in our indoor swimming pool, hot tub, or unwind in one of our comfortable, beautiful new hotel rooms. Mistaqua Casino Hotel is located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Visit Mistaqua.com for more details.
Lather, rinse, repeat. It never feels like enough. It's not your products, it's your water. Culligan water softeners prevent damaging hard water buildup, revitalizing your hair and skin. Upgrade your routine with Culligan.
North Idaho Urology, in partnership with Cancer Care Northwest, we specialize in advanced prostate cancer care.
I'm Dr. Aaron Wagner. I'm a radiation oncologist with Cancer Care Northwest. We have quite a few different treatment options for prostate cancer, ranging anywhere from standard radiation and IMRT approaches to SBRT to brachytherapy, a full spectrum of different prostate cancer treatments. We very much try to individualize their treatment plan for them.
This year, give your home a new look with some new floors from the pros at Windsor Plywood.
It's time to shop for wood.
From water-resistant laminate to vinyl and plank flooring, Windsor Plywood has hundreds of choices.
Save now at the 2025 Coeur d'Alene Marine Sports Boat Show, January 30th to February 9th. It's a boat show you don't want to miss. You owe it to yourself to see us before you buy. 2025 boats in stock, always the best for less. Like this Tri-Tune 150 horse with trailer. Come and see our indoor showroom, located at 1220 Government Way, Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And visit our pro shop for all your boating needs. Coeur d'Alene Marine Sports, your pontoon superstore.
Get ready for the concert event of the summer.
On the road again.
Catch Willie Nelson and family.
But as a slow.
Bob Dylan.
Sad as a slow train.
Billy Strings. And more at the Outlaw Music Festival's 10th anniversary tour. May 22nd, One Spokane Stadium. Pre-sale for City Card members now through Thursday at 10 p.m. before the general public on sale Friday at 10 a.m. Get tickets at ticketswest.com.
Sign up for the 4 News Now playbook at KXLY.com.
Good morning. Your time is 6:10. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Today, thousands of people are leaving the Greek island of Santorini as hundreds of earthquakes continue to erupt there.
And more than 6,000 of its 20,000 residents have left the island in the recent days. A tremor of magnitude 4.8 was recorded earlier this morning. It's one of the strongest of the 550 tremors of at least 3.0 that have happened. Well, known as Instagram Island, Santorini is visited by more than 3 million tourists every year. The intense seismic activity is predicted to continue for many more days, if not weeks.
A Wisconsin man faces charges for impersonating a Border Patrol agent. Police say Hank Glemben stopped at 2 different police scenes and showed officers fake credentials. He told police he imitated a border agent because he wants to be one. Glemben is out of jail and will be in court next week.
Stock markets opened Monday under the threat of tariffs, and it's happening again today. Futures pointing to a lower open this morning in the midst of a tariff fight with China. The Trump administration has hit Chinese imports with an extra 10% tariff, and now China says it'll put its own tariffs in place next week.
Insurance company State Farm is asking California for an emergency 22% increase in rates. It says over the last 5 years, it's racked up $5 billion in underwriting losses in the state. State Farm says it has already paid out more than $1 billion in claims after the LA wildfires.
Here is your 10-second takeaway for Tuesday. We have got snow impacting many areas during your morning commute. The rest of the day will be cloudy and cold before we have more snow later tonight. High for today, 27 degrees.
The city of Coeur d'Alene is giving out some free trees. It's all part of the city's Relief program. The city would plant them in grassy areas between sidewalks and streets, and it wouldn't cost you a thing. The city says there are many benefits to these trees, including mitigating stormwater and reducing pollution. Homeowners can contact the urban forester with the Coeur d'Alene Parks Department and sign up for a free tree starting on Wednesday. And to see what types of trees are available, you can look for this story. It's up right now on KXLY.com. What a nice gift. A free tree.
Do that.
Make your neighborhood more beautiful. Well, Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:13.
Cracking down on welfare abuse. Coming up a little later, the Idaho lawmaker who wants extra steps in place for people to claim benefits and what that would look like.
As we go to a break, we want to give you a live look at your snowy Tuesday morning. Roads out there looking pretty snow covered. Allison has your full forecast on what we can expect with the snow today. That's coming up after this break.
4 News Now is brought to you by R&R RV.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Where winning is just the beginning.
RV show pricing continues now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake. Yes, every RV in stock at R&R RV Liberty Lake is show priced. You'll save thousands with rebates and show discounts on Cougar, Rockwood, Montana, Class B vans, and more. Everything show priced. Now at R&R RV in Liberty Lake. Shop online at rnrrv.com or visit R&R RV in Liberty Lake, Eastern Washington's largest RV dealer.
Welcome to Parker Toyota, the Toyota Truck Center of the Northwest. Our inventory has never been better with a huge selection from stock to fully customized trucks.
And now you can choose between a gas or hybrid powertrain. So whether you're looking for great MPGs or a 12,000-pound towing capacity, we have the truck for you.
Check out the all-new Toyota Tacoma and Tundra at your locally owned Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
Did you know that Washington's Working Families Tax Credit could put up to $1,200 back in your pocket? If you're part of a low to moderate income household, you could be eligible for a refund designed to help you cover essentials like groceries, gas, or bills. The best part? Applying is free and easy. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov to see if you qualify. Don't miss out. Apply now and make sure you get the refund you deserve. That's workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
Don Felder, formerly of the Eagles, one of the most innovative riff-generating songwriters of the modern rock era, will be live Thursday, March 6th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Welcome back. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:16. Well, it was a wild scene in a New Mexico courtroom.
A murder suspect was standing before a judge when the uncle of his alleged victim lunged for him and a courtroom brawl ensued. Here's ABC's Mola Lingy.
The video shows Alexander Ortiz in the orange jumpsuit accused of killing his ex-girlfriend, Aliana Farfan, standing before a district judge in Albuquerque when Farfan's uncle, Carlos Lucero, barrels over the partition, along with another man, Pete Yasasi, attacking Ortiz. The defendant's father joining the melee until finally the corrections officer trying to shield the defendant draws their taser. Heavily armed deputies storming the courtroom, arresting the attackers a full minute after the attack began. The men were treated at the hospital and released. They're due back in court next month. According to court documents, after the attack, Lucero told deputies it was worth every moment, and he killed my niece like a coward. The incident raising questions about courtroom security and reminiscent of this moment in a Las Vegas courtroom last year, when a man flew over the bench and attacked a judge. That man was sentenced to decades in prison. The hearing for Ortiz has been reset for next week, and they've already asked for extra security for that one. Mola Lingy, ABC News, Denver.
Here is a live look for you this morning. You are dealing with lots of snowfall, and it's been falling for hours. It's still going to be coming down. Some of those roads are slick, too.
Just a reminder, if you're out on those roads, you see plows, give them space. They're going to be going a little slow. Give yourself some time. They're doing their jobs out there.
Exactly.
Get in the routine of using all of those tips and just keep doing it all week long, because our morning commute, not only this morning, but tomorrow morning, could be a little bit difficult. So good reminder there. We have winter alerts in place. We have advisories and warnings through the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene areas all the way down towards the LC Valley. We're expecting 2 to 5 inches in the valleys and 6 to 10 inches in the mountains. Right now, this alert is in place until tomorrow morning after the morning commute, around 10 o'clock tomorrow. So let's get a closer look of exactly how much snow we're expecting and where. So starting off here today, around 5 p.m., this is where we'll be. We'll be just under ½ of an inch in Spokane, a little bit more in Bonners Ferry. In Sandpoint, you can see about just over ½ of an inch in Pullman, but things will pick up pretty quickly here overnight. Late tonight around 9 p.m., that's when our more impactful wave of or system of snow will come in, and that will leave us with around 7 inches in Pullman. Southeast Washington specifically will be impacted by this winter storm. 2.3 inches in Lewiston, just under 2 in Bonners Ferry and Sandpoint, and about an inch and a half in Coeur d'Alene. And by the end of this, tomorrow around 10 a.m., these are the totals that we are anticipating there. Now let's get a closer look of the timing on this. So you can see today around 6 a.m., we're expecting a little bit of a break here. We'll see more clouds than active snow falling, and that will likely be the case for the majority of the day. So here's 11 a.m. today. You can see much of the same here, but where things will change change is later in the afternoon to this evening. So 9 p.m. you can see this next system moving in, really covering just the entirety of our region, making things difficult if you happen to be driving later tonight or tomorrow morning. And by the time we get to Wednesday, 7 a.m., you can see a lot of this is majorly impacting North Idaho, or pretty much the entirety of Idaho here. Extreme eastern Washington getting a little bit of a break. The next big thing that we're tracking is wind chill. We have sub-zero wind chill in areas like Bonners Ferry, -8, -11 in Sandpoint, -4 in Coeur d'Alene. I've been saying it all morning long, but those kids getting out to the bus stop this morning are going to want to be extra bundled up today. And as we go throughout the rest of the day, around 3 o'clock, as many kids are heading home, will be a lot better here. It will go a long way to make things more comfortable. 7 in Bonners Ferry, 6 in Sandpoint, 12 degrees in Coeur d'Alene. Today, 25 degrees in Spokane. Snow tonight will cool down to 13 degrees, so cooler than normal temperatures. More snow tonight, like we detailed that next system coming in, making things tricky. And we have a little snowman here waving, saying hello, because I know a lot of us have been waiting for those kids to be able to have fun in the snow, maybe some dogs out there, and now is the time, which is very exciting. But cooler temperatures and snow to be mindful of this week.
And you mentioned kids. I just checked. We have no school delays or closures at this moment. So
get those kids on the bus, get them bundled.
Wear the snow boots. It's now 6:21.
And former Eastern Washington Eagle and Super Bowl MVP Cooper Kupp says the Rams are looking to trade him. We got that story and much more all coming up next in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Madam President, it's about the sale at Denver Mattress.
Walk with me. We need to get the word out and fast.
Early reports show the more you buy, the more you save.
In English.
That's $100 off every $1,000 you spend.
And Tempur-Pedic?
Save up to $500 on select mattress sets and get a $300 gift.
I'm still gonna need more, people.
Got 60 months no interest and free shipping.
Now we're talking. This is an all hands on deck scenario, people. The President's Day Super Sale on now at Denver Mattress.
Are you paying for subscriptions you don't even use?
Some of them I'm not using, and it's just wasting money.
From tracking tools to do it yourself, 4 News Now shows you easy ways to cancel those subscriptions and start saving. Thursday on Good Morning Northwest.
BECU was happy to award the People Helping People Award to Feast World Kitchen.
The mission of Feast World Kitchen is to elevate and empower former refugees and immigrants. We use international food as the platform for people to build skills and share their culture with Spokane.
You don't even have to travel to a different country. You just come here, experience the food.
BECU is just really proud to partner with Feast World Kitchen as they further the mission in Spokane.
Comfort and peace. When a loved one is in need of end-of-life care, it's more than care. It's warmth and dignity in the face of advanced illness. Courage binds us all. The courage in facing a terminal illness together. Our care team have dedicated their lives to alleviating pain, discomfort, and providing licensed around-the-clock medical attention. We are Hospice of North Idaho, and we are honored to care for your loved one.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time, so we can get you back up and running fast. Call or book online today.
Welcome back. Time right now is 6:23. Well, it was a very successful weekend for Gonzaga women's basketball. The team earned their 9th straight win, and some key players earned their flowers, too.
Yeah, Yvonne Ejim and Allie Turner are no strangers to the West Coast Conference Weekly Awards. And now, this is the 4th time this season they've each won an award in the same week. Yvonne Ejim earned herself Conference Player of the Week. Allie Turner earned Conference Freshman of the Week. Ejim became the first player in program history and West Coast Conference history to hit her 1,000th rebound, while also achieving 2,000 points scored in her career.
Some rock stars. Well, the Gonzaga men, on the other hand, have hit a road bump in conference play, dropping 3 of their last 5 WCC games. One constant, though, is Ryan Nembhard. He leads the country in assists and has just made the top 10 list for the Bob Cousy Award. That's given each season to the nation's best point guard. The Zags are trying to get back on track at home this Thursday. Their game against LMU tips off at 6 o'clock at the Kennel. Their first 1,000 people in the doors will get a Dusty Stromer bobblehead, so if you're going to go to the game, you might want to get there a little early.
Well, the former Eastern Washington legend and current Los Angeles Ram Cooper Kupp has announced on his social media that the Rams are looking to trade him immediately. In the social media post, the star wide receiver says, quote, "I don't agree with the decision and always believed it was going to begin and end in L.A." Kupp was crowned Super Bowl 56 MVP in 2022 with Los Angeles. He'll be a highly sought-after player, and he says he is highly motivated and healthy as ever.
Mike McDonald, Seahawks, get on the phone.
Let's do this.
Bring them home.
That'd be great. It's now 6:25.
Well, are you missing some mail? The Otis Orchards Post Office is investigating a recent break-in. What to do if your mail is missing or your personal information is compromised? That's next.
Plus, this morning, the search for people and information continues in both D.C. and Philadelphia after last week's devastating plane crashes. Hannah Joy has the latest on today's search efforts when we come back. And as we send you to a break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, life-saving reunion.
How you feeling?
It's been just over a month since this terrifying moment. Joseph Linsky pushed in front of a New York City subway train.
I just thought, I've been pushed and I'm going to die.
He would be pulled to safety by 2 New York City firemen. And now, with Linsky on the road to recovery, GMA was there for their emotional reunion in an ABC News broadcast exclusive.
Thank you guys. Everyone here, just from the bottom of my heart. For getting me out from under that train.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll hear from all 3 men now linked forever.
Many people can see themselves in this particular situation, so just happy that we're able to achieve a positive outcome.
With your GMA First Look, I'm Eva Pilgrim, ABC News, New York.
Living with your albuterol asthma rescue inhaler? It's a bit of a dinosaur. Albuterol only treats your symptoms, not inflammation, a cause of asthma attacks. Treating symptoms and inflammation with rescue is supported by asthma experts. Finally, there's a modern way to treat symptoms and asthma attacks. Air Supra is the first and only dual-action asthma rescue inhaler FDA approved to treat symptoms and help prevent asthma attacks. Air Supra should not be used as a maintenance treatment for asthma. Get medical help right away if your breathing doesn't improve or worsens, or for serious allergic reactions like rash, mouth or tongue swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing, or chest pain. Using Air Supra more than prescribed could be life-threatening. Serious side effects include increased risk of thrush or infections, or heart problems like faster heart rate and higher blood pressure. Welcome to the modern age of dual-action asthma rescue. Ask your doctor if Air Supra is right for you.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
More Americans choose ABC News, America's #1 news source.
Where would you get engaged? At our most spectacular historic hotel? On the prairie? On a mountaintop? Wherever you get engaged, we want to help you mark your moment. Tracy Jewelers, where Spokane gets engaged since 1950.
Gold Seal Plumbing is the only local company to offer the Light Ray pipelining system, which allows us to repair your pipes without digging any holes and can be done in less than a day. Our factory certified technicians use a high-speed chain cleaner that grinds away obstruction. Then our no-dig system pushes the liner down the pipe, and within minutes, the liner is hardened, making a seamless and durable pipe that will last decades. To see the full video, go to goldsealplumbing.com/trenchless and call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
When you've been seriously injured, choosing the right legal team is the most important decision you'll make. Craig Swap & Associates is a top personal injury law firm for one reason: we win.
If you or a loved one has been seriously injured, our team of winning attorneys is here for you. We'll review your case for free and start working immediately to win the compensation you deserve. Craig Swap & Associates, one call, that's all.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We are kicking off this half hour with the 4 News Now Story Tracker, following the big stories in entertainment.
Fresh off her 3 Grammy wins, Beyonce announced the dates for her Cowboy Carter and the Rodeo Chitlin Circus Tour, or Circuit Tour. 22 shows are scheduled so far, beginning in Los Angeles April 28th and ending in Atlanta July 11th. The full schedule and more information are at Beyonce.com.
Beyonce in a circus, though. That sounds kind of fun. Well, one of the most famous rock bands in history just won a Grammy more than 5 decades after they broke up. The Beatles song Now and Then won Best Rock Performance on a Grammy on Sunday. The song features vocals recorded by John Lennon in 1970 that were preserved with AI. The track was finished and released last year by the band's living members Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr. McCartney refers to it as the last Beatles song. It's so cool the way that technology can do that. Beatles songs.
Love them so much.
Oh, awesome. Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:31. Thanks for joining us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Tuesday, February 4th. Mark has the morning off. He'll be back tomorrow. Allison Martinez is filling in with your first alert forecast and that weather alert.
Yes, that weather alert is in place because things could be very difficult as you head out for your morning commute. This is a live look over downtown Spokane. We've got the Veterans Memorial Arena right there, and you can see we've got snow-covered roads just surrounding this area right here. Now let's take a look at some of our other spots around the inland Northwest. Moscow, we're seeing much better conditions here. Our roads look just wet, but we're not seeing the snow coverage here that we are seeing everywhere else. A lot of that is just sticking to the sidewalks over there. Here's Hayden. You can see pretty messy here, but not covering the roads at this point in the morning. It looks like we've been doing a good job of keeping those roads clear over there. So here, this is a better indication of why we have these winter weather alerts in place. It's an advisory for the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene areas all the way down into Pullman and Moscow. 2 to 5 inches in the valleys, 6 to 10 inches in the mountains. We have a warning in the surrounding areas, including Orofino, Lewiston, Pomeroy. Things are going to be tricky this morning, tonight during your commute, and also tomorrow morning during your commute. Another thing that we're keeping an eye on is sub-zero wind chill. We have a first alert weather alert day in place just for this morning today. This is for the North Idaho Panhandle, so bundle up and dress accordingly for that. And here you can see our current winds in areas like Sandpoint, where we have that advisory a little bit stronger here, but it's not because of the speed of the wind, it's because of the cool air that is being pulled in from the north and the northeast. Coming up here in a few minutes, we'll break down more of the impacts of the snow and how you can plan around it coming up.
All right, Allison, thanks. So there are new details emerging this morning in the deadly plane crashes in Washington, D.C. and in Philadelphia.
Today, we're learning more about the medical jet that crashed in Philadelphia Friday, killing all 6 people on board and 1 person on the ground. But there is a new mystery for investigators. Hannah Joyce at the Breaking Now desk for us this morning. And Hannah, one woman says her sister is still missing after that crash, but she wasn't on the plane.
Natalie, Suzanne Stepp says her sister Sarah was in the area the night of the crash.
When I called her phone, it went straight to voicemail. She always answers my calls. Without her, I don't know what I would do.
Last time her sister checked, Sarah had just left her boyfriend's house. He said she left to get food in the area where the plane went down, but no one has heard from her since. As of now, at least 24 people are hurt and 4 others are still in the hospital. The mayor of Philadelphia said 7 people are dead, and that number may change as the investigation continues. And this morning in D.C., we have just learned that pieces of an airline jet that collided into a military helicopter have been pulled out the Potomac River. And today, the former fiance of the pilot is saying she is extremely angry at President Trump for pointing to diversity, equity, and inclusion policies that possibly contributed to the crash. Today, investigators are going through the black boxes. They hope to find data on the altitude of the helicopter at the time of the crash. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy for News Now.
Hannah, thanks. Well, some new apartments are going up near the edge of Gonzaga's campus. Construction on the 803 apartments started back in September, occasionally blocking traffic at that roundabout near Sharp and Cincinnati. That's 1 block west of Hamilton. Farr Group Northwest says the completed building will offer 17 fully furnished apartments, ranging from 1 to 4 bedrooms. Now, this is meant to help fill a gap in housing near Gonzaga's campus.
One of our goals is just have modern, clean living that's directly across from campus, so they don't have to walk through neighborhoods, they don't have to walk very far to get on campus.
The 803 apartments are not affiliated with University Housing. Construction is expected to finish in May, but pre-leasing for any interested tenants will start in the next few months.
The Postal Inspection Service is investigating a burglary at the Otis Orchards post office where thieves stole packages and mail last month.
The theft has not only left some customers without their mail, but it's also raised concerns about their personal security. Overnight on January 15th is when a thief or thieves forced their way inside, taking items from the mail sorting room. Federal investigators want people in Otis Orchards who use this post office to be on the lookout, reporting any missing mail or any fraudulent activity in their financials to the Postal Inspection Service in case your personal information has been compromised.
Financial crimes like this can be the biggest way that we solve a lot of these crimes, even if it's $10, $5, $2 charge on a card. That's something we can follow up, and those can lots of times be the way we break a lot of these cases wide open.
The post office said it's increasing security and reducing operational hours during this investigation.
Around the Northwest in Boise, a bill is making its way through the Idaho State Legislature that hopes to lower SNAP benefits fraud. The bill is sponsored by State Representative Jordan Redmond of Coeur d'Alene and would add a photo ID requirement to new EBT cards.
If we have food security issues, we want to make sure that those problems are being addressed by the folks that have applied for that, and that they are not being sold or some other misuse of those funds.
One representative questioned Redmond on how this bill would impact people with disabilities who would be able to use their benefits.
Representative, I think a way that could be addressed is getting a power of attorney declaration through that person. It is an issue, right? But I believe through that power of attorney, they would have authorization to use that.
To the House and the Health and Welfare Committee for consideration.
We have a consumer alert for you this morning for parents of young kids. Gerber has recalled all of its Soothe and Chew teething sticks. The FDA says they can pose a potential choking hazard for babies and toddlers, and several choking incidents have been reported. The sticks come in strawberry, apple, and banana flavors. If you have them, return them to where you bought them for a full refund.
And a recall for broccoli sold at Walmart's been upgraded. The FDA says a possible listeria contamination with some market-side broccoli could be deadly. The 12-ounce bags are sold in Washington and Idaho with the best by date. It's an old one, by October 10th. If you still have one of those bags with the date on it, you should throw it out. Maybe you stuck it in your freezer or something, but yeah, pitch it.
For sure.
Yeah, it is now 6:37.
Checking back in with Allison Martinez, who is in for Mark today. You want to get those snow boots out. Maybe see some shovels later.
Oh yeah, some shovels. I hate to say it, but it might be time. It might be time finally. We've got snow today. We're going to expect more of it tonight into tomorrow morning. And then we've got chilly temperatures over the next couple of days. We'll tell you how to plan for it coming up.
New research shows there could be more microplastics in our brains than previously thought. The impact scientists say this discovery could have on our health and what we can do to slow it. That's next.
Plus, there has been an uptick in sudden infant death syndrome in the last 20 years. What parents can do to keep their children safe when we come back.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Need inspiration? Shop Fred Meyer. For thousands of appetizing ingredients and meals, savings like $600 in digital coupons, and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you get big flavors and big savings. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Can you believe Northern Quest let me test drive their next Mercedes giveaway?
Pretty sure they said around the block.
Figure of speech. Besides, we had to see what it could do. Look at this beauty.
It's pretty.
I especially like the front view. Come have a look.
You have a look.
Play daily to win a brand new Mercedes SUV.
Are you okay?
Why do you ask?
70% of Washington jobs require education beyond high school, and that number is on the rise. Free or low-cost college or career training is possible for your child. Apply now and ensure there's a more lucrative and stable career in their future. Learn how at WaGrant.org.
How to change the way you pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Order the fan favorite cowboy pizza right now at papamurphys.com.
Your home is more than a place, it's a feeling, a reflection of who you are. And at the Tin Roof, we believe furniture should do more than fill a room. It should inspire it. From timeless dining tables to sofas you can sink into and decor that tells your story, every piece is thoughtfully curated to make your space feel effortlessly you. Because it's not just furniture, it's where memories are made, where comfort lives, and where life happens. It's more than furniture, it's a feeling.
Need inspiration? Shop Fred Meyer. For thousands of appetizing ingredients and meals, savings like $600 in digital coupons, and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you get big flavors and big savings. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
Welcome back. The time right now, 6:41. In a new study, researchers found that human brain samples collected during autopsies last year had about 50% more microplastics in them than ones from 8 years before. They found that those recent samples contained an entire plastic spoon's worth of nanoplastics. Now, scientists and healthcare workers have determined that the plastics are associated with harms to human health at every stage of the plastic life cycle. But an expert not involved in this study says finding these plastic deposits does not prove that they cause damage. She said it's unclear if the particles enter and leave the brain or if they collect there and cause disease. Either way, experts recommend taking steps to reduce your exposure to plastics.
Overall, infant death has dropped 24% in the last 20 years, but researchers found sudden infant death syndrome rose 11% during that same period. No one really knows what causes SIDS, but the Mayo Clinic believes it may be caused by problems in the area of an infant's brain that controls breathing and waking up from sleep. To reduce the risk of a sleep-related infant death, the University of Washington says place infants on their backs for sleep in their own sleep space with no other people. Keep loose blankets, pillows, stuffed toys, bumpers, and other soft items out of the sleep space. And use a crib, bassinet, or portable play yard with a firm, flat mattress and a fitted sheet. The study was published in JAMA Pediatrics.
It's Tuesday. Here's your 10-second takeaway. Today we have a snowy morning commute for many of us in the inland Northwest. The rest of the day will be cloudy and cold, and we'll have a high of 27 degrees today.
It is time to give your postman or woman a shout out.
Today is National Thank a Mail Carrier Day, and this recognition is aimed at reminding us how important these postal service carriers are to our daily lives. You can show your mail carrier some gratitude by saying thank you or giving them a token of appreciation, but make sure it's no more than 20 bucks if you're doing a gift card, because that's all they're allowed to take. The first organized mail service in the U.S. was established back in 1775. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, there were more than 333,000 1,000 mail carriers employed in the U.S. in 2020. Have you seen that trend on social media where people put out like snacks or gifts or drinks for their mail carriers?
It's really cool.
It's always a fun way to say thanks.
Yeah, they do a lot of great stuff. It is now 6:43.
Well, does the snow have you craving some warm weather? Yes. Well, now may be the perfect time to book that cruise. How you can score some major savings when we come back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last. Or score 60 months, no interest. The President's Day Super Sale. On now at Furniture Row.
Planning a trip to 49 degrees north? Make Mistaqua Casino Hotel your home base for an unforgettable ski, stay, and play experience. Store your gear securely in our convenient ski lockers. And after a day on the slopes, relax in our indoor swimming pool, hot tub, or unwind in one of our comfortable, beautiful new hotel rooms. Mistaqua Casino Hotel is located just north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Visit Mistaqua.com for more details.
I'm really grateful to be a first-generation student from my family. The ES scholarship was definitely a game changer.
I never knew how easy it was to start a scholarship. Whatever you can give every year. That's how I sold it to my family. We talked a lot, waiting for somebody else to do it. And so we finally decided, no, we're not going to wait. We're going to do it. Graduating from college, it was not even a dream. That's what Eastern has done. We have to continue that. We have to help this precious institution that changed so many lives.
Our customers love coming to Car Wash Plaza.
I work late shifts. Car Wash Plaza is open 24/7. That works for me.
I feel safe. It's so well lit, and there's security lights everywhere.
Strong water jets cover everything. The roof, the sides, even the undercarriage.
The Central Dog Wash is so convenient, no hassle, keeps the dog clean, and keeps my house clean too.
It's easy at Car Wash Plaza. It's the best in the Northwest.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
It's the President's Day Super Sale at Furniture Row. Right now, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out special purchases while they last. Or score 60 months, no interest. The President's Day Super Sale. On now at Furniture Row.
Sign up for the 4 News Now playbook at KXLY.com.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:46. Now is the perfect time to book a cruise vacation. That's because it's wave season, a time of year when cruise companies slash those prices.
CNN's Jen Sullivan explains how much you could save.
Does this winter weather have you dreaming of white beaches? Now is the perfect time to book a cruise.
Cruises are a wonderful value because for that one price, you get to visit multiple destinations.
Travel expert Emily Kaufman says cruise ships are offering major savings right now. It's known as wave season.
Wave season is when there are the most discounts across the entire industry for a cruise vacation.
From now through March, you can score significant savings on everything from river cruises to luxury ships. And AAA estimates a record 19 million Americans are expected to take a cruise this year.
Credits to be used on board. Sometimes the third or fourth person will sail free. Sometimes it's kids sail free, and the deposits are much less.
So what kind of specific savings are we seeing? Norwegian Cruise Line's boasting up to $1,500 off of all cruises and free airfare for the second guest, among other deals for a limited time only. Carnival says travelers can save up to $870 per room right now. Princess Cruises advertising up to 40% off.
You don't have to take the cruise at this time. You can take the cruise all the way through next year. This is just the time where you see the added value and the savings.
As long as you book the trip now, you'll be eligible for those discounts. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
Oh, what a time to be thinking about a cruise. Look at this.
Looking at the nice cruise weather and then snow. Ick.
Okay. Well, you know what? It is what it is. And it is here. We were talking about shoveling earlier. Usually, all winter long, I've been waiting to let it melt. It's not going to do that, is it?
It's not looking like it. It's not looking like it. We're so cold this week, and we're just seeing more snow coming in over the next couple of hours and days. So get that shovel handy. I hate to say it. Now, we're going to have to pull out all of our winter habits that we might have forgotten about because we have been so mild overall this winter. One of them being your driving skills. This alert is in place specifically because of that. We're expecting 2 to 5 inches in the valleys and 6 to 10 inches in the mountains. And you'll notice that this alert is in place through tomorrow morning's commute. So the obstacles that you face this morning, you'll likely face tonight and again tomorrow. Here you can see the totals that we're expecting. So tonight by around 5 p.m. will be under just about 1/2 of an inch in Spokane, just over 1/2 of an inch in Bonners Ferry, in Sandpoint. Same goes for Pullman, lighter in areas like Lewiston and even into Coeur d'Alene. But this is going to change very quickly because our next system is going to come in very hot. It's coming in later tonight, overnight, continuing until tomorrow morning. So tomorrow around 7 a.m., this is what you can expect. 7 inches in Pullman. Pullman, surprisingly, is going to be hit especially hard by this next system. Same goes for St. Mary's and into areas like Kellogg. And by the end of our advisory around 10 a.m., these are the totals that you can expect by then. Here's how it's all going to time out. So you can see we're starting off here around 6 a.m. You can see a lot of our activity will start to kind of slow down. We have some scattered activity up north, but we'll see clouds and mostly dry conditions during the day. Here's 11 a.m. You can see the same here, but in the afternoon, that's when our next system moves in, and you can see it's just blanketing the entirety of our region here, 9 p.m. And this is going to bring more moderate snowfall. So overall, for the most part, we've been light this morning, but our heavier snow is expected for tomorrow. Wind chill, another big thing we're tracking, negatives in areas like Bonners Ferry and Sandpoint. Here you can see a sneak peek of your planning forecast. Cooler temperatures, we'll have more on that coming up here in a bit.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Findlay Downtown Toyota.
Magical moments. Snowy adventures. Warming up. Making memories. A winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
If you have a vehicle you no longer need, you can give it new purpose through Union Gospel Mission. Simply go to ugmmotors.org or call 509-327-HELP to schedule a pickup. Your donation gives people like Tyler food, shelter, job training, and the opportunity for a whole new life. Be a driver of change. Donate your vehicle to Union Gospel Mission.
4 News Now and STCU are recognizing volunteers who make a difference in our community. Today we honor Kat Gilmore. She's the founder of the Literacy Project of North Idaho.
Kat helps adults gain access to literacy skills, unlocking opportunities and changing the trajectory of their lives.
We tutor for 2 hours once a week, and within 2 hours you just notice something just kind of clicked and you're like, we're going, and here we go.
Kat tutors, organizes fundraisers, and writes grants for the Literacy Project. Thanks to STCU for helping make sure volunteers count.
Man, I can take real good care of you. See? Works perfectly for you, right?
At Craig Swap & Associates, we don't get paid until you win.
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
It's time for our President's Day sale, and we've decided it's the perfect time to sign an executive order.
By the authority vested in us as Kerners, we are officially lowering the prices on everything in the store.
Prices will be lowered on all living room sets.
On all dining and bedroom sets.
Lazy Boy will always be at guaranteed lowest prices.
If you want to save on quality furniture, come on into Kerner Furniture during our President's Day sale.
That's an order.
Kerner Furniture, nice store, low prices.
It's the Hard Knocks Life. Broadway's favorite orphan is back to spread hope for all the hard knocks life throws your way. Don't miss Annie in an all-new production for the whole family, and just when we need it the most.
Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. Time right now is 6:53, and it's time to get you ready to take on your Tuesday in the morning sprint.
It is a weather alert day. Allison Martinez is tracking that snow.
And Hannah Joy is in studio with details on President Trump's pause on Mexico and Canada tariffs.
But first, a toddler poisoned by fentanyl in Spokane Valley. Deputies say his mom left a spoon out with residue of the drug on it. Michaela Cameron was arrested Saturday morning after calling for help for the boy. According to court documents, when deputies arrived, she was in a hotel room on Argonne near I-90 holding the toddler. Deputies say the toddler was lethargic and unresponsive. Cameron told deputies she had given the boy 2 doses of Narcan after she saw him holding the spoon that was left out with fentanyl residue on it. We have not been told how that toddler is doing.
The man accused of killing a 13-year-old boy in Hilliard is expected back in a Spokane County courtroom Thursday for his arraignment. Glenn Dylan Berkey faced a Spokane County judge for the first time yesterday, charged with second-degree murder, drive-by shooting, and second-degree assault for the death of 13-year-old Gavin Looper. Police brought Berkey back to Spokane last week from Missoula, where he was arrested. Berkey is now being held on a $3 million bond.
We have multiple weather alerts to tell you about this morning. This first one in place specifically for this morning. Sub-zero wind chill expected in the North Idaho Panhandle. Areas like Bonners Ferry and Sandpoint will be especially hit by this. We're also expecting snow, 2 to 5 inches in the valleys and 6 to 10 inches in the mountains between now and tomorrow morning. This is for the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene areas all the way down into the LC Valley as well.
The Spokane City Council passed 2 ordinances with hopes that it will make downtown safer. Both passed unanimously at last night's meeting. One ordinance bans the sale of personal alcohol containers after midnight. The other establishes a community health impact area and bans the sale of pipes, foil, and other drug paraphernalia unless the store also provides free Narcan. Both ordinances will be voluntary for a 6-month trial period, at which point the city will then present the findings to the State Liquor and Cannabis Board. To read more about the Spokane's history with these types of ordinances and the relating data, find the story on KXLY.com.
Some new apartments going up near the edge of Gonzaga's campus. Construction on the 803 apartment started in September, occasionally blocking traffic at the roundabout near Sharp in Cincinnati, 1 block west of Hamilton. Farr Group Northwest says the completed building will offer 17 fully furnished apartments. It's meant to help fill a void in housing near Gonzaga's campus. The 803 apartments are not affiliated with university housing. Construction is expected to finish in May, but pre-leasing will start in the next few months.
The Postal Inspection Service is investigating a burglary at the Otis Orchards Post Office where thieves stole packages and mail last month. The theft has not only left customers without their mail, but concerned for their safety. Federal investigators want people in Otis Orchards to use the post office to be on the lookout, reporting any missing mail or fraudulent financial activity to the Postal Inspection Service in case your personal information has been compromised. The post office said it's increasing security and reducing operational hours during this investigation.
This morning, President Trump has made a deal with Mexico and Canada. He agreed to postpone a 25% tariff if both countries could help crack down on immigration. In fact, Mexico's president plans to send extra help at the border.
She did agree to 10,000 soldiers on the border. I would say that's a lot.
Her goal is to help tackle illegal immigration and the flow of fentanyl in the U.S. The Prime Minister of Canada has also agreed to implement a border plan for both countries. If another deal isn't reached, tariffs will go into effect on March 4th. For updates on the Trump administration, tune in to Good Morning America.
In just minutes from now, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. faces a pivotal vote by the Senate Finance Committee. It will decide if his controversial nomination will be the nation's top health official goes to the full Senate for a full vote or if it is rejected. The vote, scheduled for 7-hour time, follows a grueling 2 days of committee hearings where Kennedy struggled to account for past statements that he made, questioning vaccines and stumbling over questions about Medicare and Medicaid. We will, of course, keep you updated.
And we'll be back with a final check of weather and all we need to know about this snow that is still covering our roads. We'll have a check with our forecast with Allison right after this break.
For News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
At Numerica, you'll find money answers for loud sneezers. Gesundheit. Get money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
Where would you get engaged? At our most spectacular historic hotel? On the prairie? On a mountaintop? Wherever you get engaged, we want to help you mark your moment. Tracy Jewelers, where Spokane gets engaged since 1950.
Are you paying for subscriptions you don't even use?
Some of them I'm not using, and it's just wasting money.
From tracking tools to do it yourself, 4 News Now shows you easy ways to cancel those subscriptions and start saving. Thursday on Good Morning Northwest.
We are waking up to snow throughout the inland Northwest today. You can see it covering the roads there outside of our station near the Veterans Memorial Arena. We'll have our next round of impactful snowfall later tonight, making things tricky tomorrow morning as well. Thursday, we could have a break from the wet weather. 30 degrees, 28 degrees for Friday. We're expecting more snow there. Saturday and Sunday looking to be mostly dry, temperatures in the upper 20s. And over the next couple of days, we've got chilly mornings to start us off, so bundle up and give yourself extra time as you head out.
Well, thanks so much for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Northwest.
We loved having you along. We'll see you throughout the morning on Good Morning America with live local updates.